Mike, Baltimore, Maryland, the great WCBM, home of my brother Tom, my brother Les. How are you?
Good, Mark. Thanks for taking my call. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Let me just first say, I have a quick question, but I just wanted to say, as a Gen Xer, I love you, man.
Well,
I think you're the man. You are the man. I just had to get that out of the way.
Well, God bless you, Mike. I appreciate it, man.
I couldn't be more sincere, Mark. I'm a little bit confused because I keep hearing Barack Obama say, pass this bill. Pass this bill now. When I learned in high school, when I had to actually pass a citizenship test, which they don't do anymore, I didn't think that the executive branch could produce bills in Congress. So I'm a little bit confused about what's going on there. I was a little bit angry until I started hearing, you play Reagan and Kennedy and, because I frankly don't think, number one, we know he doesn't have a bill other than a plan other than raise taxes. It's an easy way for him to just call it a bill, pass this bill without really specifying, it's paid for, by raising taxes.
It's all an act. He's got no bill.
What is this? What?
Well, Harry Reid has to produce one, so they're busy trying to figure out what to write. And his problem is there's a lot of Democrats that don't support this because they see that Obama is poisoned politically right now. Go ahead.
The other day when I heard Mikulski was one of them who wasn't on board. I mean, between her.
Don't worry, she'll be back. She'll genuflect and head right back for him.
Well, I agree.
You're in a tough state, Mike. You really are.
But there's a lot of us here, and it is a really tough state. And I tell you, our governor Martin O'Malley couldn't be more on Barack Obama's coattails. He loves this man, loves him. So it is. It's a tough state, Mark.
But it's a beautiful state. Other than the politicians, it's a great state.
Well, unfortunately, the reason Maryland's, unemployment rate isn't as high as most states is because of the government jobs that are here. I'm a contractor, and honestly, I'm going out of business this week. I'm about to run out of money. I just took my logos off my van and going to have it on Craigslist pretty soon.
Well, what kind of business have you been doing?
Home improvement, Mark. Kitchens, bathrooms, basements, and it really makes me angry when I hear President Obama say that a tax break to me is going to bring more if I hire more people, that's going to bring me more customers. I mean, it's infuriating, Mark.
Let me ask you a question. So if they raise taxes on all these rich people, how is that going to help people that do what you do?
It's not going to help at all. If anything, it's going to force us to go underground. If not, just get completely out of business, and then who will take over that business is the cheap labor that's already here, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. So it's tough, Mark. It's a tough market. But I'm optimistic. I mean, I have a new game plan. I actually started a second company that right now I'm just trying to find some funding for, but it's a great plan. On an emerging market, so I'm hopeful, but it's going to be
stay away from solar. That's all I can say.
I agree with you there. I'm not doing anything green related. The EPA costs me so much money in buying these HEPA filters and vacuums that cost thousands of dollars. I mean, you think it's just going to pay $300 for a class and that's it. Man, the record keeping is unbelievable, and if they sock you with the fine, you're out of business. Like a small guy like me, I can't do it.
You know what? They're going to kill guys like you. Handymen aren't going to be around anymore. It's just sickening.
Well, a lot of them are certainly going to be working more under the table. I can tell you that. And unfortunately, with help, Mark, that's another thing too. Is I get guys. I was looking to hire. I was going to try to keep this thing going, and I get guys that call me up and they say, "Hey, can you pay me under the table so I can keep collecting unemployment?" I hang right up on them.
Is it not like the third world though? People want cash. They want to avoid the taxes. People can't keep up with all the rules and everything else. I mean, this is ridiculous.
It's absurd. I mean, you're just caught working. No matter who you are, as an American, you're caught in the web of government. And I'm about to get eaten. So anyway, I love you, man. You're the best.
All right, Mike. God bless you, man. Thank you very much. These stories are very upsetting, aren't they, Mr. Producer? All these people trying to work on their own, independent, they're getting killed. This is why I get so passionate, folks. I really do. My father and mother, they were small business people their entire lives. I don't think they'd be allowed to do what they did starting out their little business. My mother was a teacher. My father, an artist and an author. I've talked about this briefly. They started a nursery school and in the summer, a day camp. And my father pretty much built the facility by himself, and we had pools, and he was heavy-duty Red Cross trained in swimming and so on. They did it all. My mother did it all, from making the food on the premises for lunch and the snacks to the toys and the chairs and the furniture. And my father would get up early every morning to pick up kids in his station wagon, as did others, bring them to. I think 90% of what they did would be illegal today. I'm not kidding. Well, you can't make food on the premises. Well, you can't use your station wagon to pick these kids up. Well, you can't do this and you can't do that. There's no way they'd have a business. Nobody was hurt. They had it for almost 20 years. People have wonderful memories of it. I do. All these little pieces of America are being destroyed, and what the hell for? Safety and health and the bull crap. There's nothing to do with it anymore.